Hi, Debbie Steglick here, and Haley. Haley is a 16-year-old Percheron cross, and she's very dominant personality-wise, and she kind of has that attitude like, why should I? What's in it for me? And you and what army is going to encourage me to want to do this? So if I was to put too much pressure on her, she would just pin her ears, throw her head around, and resist going forward. So it took me a while to figure her out. Not that I have her all figured out yet, because I don't. But it took me a while to figure out, how can I motivate a girl like this? Now, she is fresh out of the pasture. I have no idea what I'm going to get today. We're going to have to work in a circle here so that the camera can be on us. And, you know, she hates circles. She loves to use forward against me. So how am I going to motivate her? How am I going to motivate her to want to participate and play with me? For one thing, I'm going to keep my sessions short with her, and I'm going to look for progress. And we're just going to see. We're going to see what we can get here. Now she hears my voice coming from over where the camera's at, so she's kind of wondering about that. So, good girl. So with her, I have to use a lot of praising, lots of rewards, of, you know, just letting her know she's a good girl. Sometimes I give her treats. I have to have very good, positive energy in me when I work with her. I have to get excited. I have to be happy with every little bit of progress in order to motivate her. Because if I came in here and I just wanted her to do something and I was going to make her do something, she would be saying, game on, you know, let the battles begin. So I'm just going to see where she's at today. I'm going to see what we can do, and I'm going to see if I can get her to be a little bit motivated about what I ask her to do. So I'm first going to start, and I'm just going to put my left leg on her lightly and see if she'll move her hind end. As soon as she does, I take my leg off, and then I put it back on to ask again. But I make sure it's very light, because she will get very upset, and I don't like to be heavy anyway. If she's not responding there, I'm not going to dig in more. I'm just going to use some rhythmic pressure. I used my hand. You could use a riding crop. You could use a rope. I have a rope here. You could use your hand. As long as it's rhythm, and because rhythm makes sense to a horse, they know when it's coming, and they have time to figure out what to do about it. Where if it's sporadic, it feels they can't make sense of it. So now I'm going to try the other side and see if she'll move to the left. I just put light leg pressure on. I put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. And I bend her head a little bit this way just to see if I can get it. I'm going to sit back on my pockets and see if she'll back up. Now my hips back with her. I'm going along with her. Now I'm going to ask for a little bit of forward. And see, right now she's giving me very little. But I'm not gonna go, I want more, you better start behaving, because that's not gonna help her mentally have a better attitude towards me. So what I might try to do, first I gotta see if I can keep her on the circle. And she goes very slow because she likes to use forward against me if I'm not doing it right. And going in a circle, especially for a big draft horse like this, is like boring, boring, boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to do some transitions, walk, trot transitions. So I might do, let's say, 7 strides at the trot, 7 strides at the walk. Horses can count. They're always looking for patterns. So I'm going to see if she can start picking up on the pattern. So I'm going to smile. I'm going to start moving more with my hips to get her to trot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to ask her back down to walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ask her to trot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now she's adding extra steps in there because she doesn't quite have it down yet. But I'm going to continue until there's some kind of improvement here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that was getting better. That was getting better. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, she's starting to see the pattern there. Good. So, instead of doing the same direction, the same thing again when there's been improvement, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change direction. I'm going to put my right leg on her and ask her to move her forehand over. Ask, release, ask, release. Now I might start with a little bit of a backup just to get her not thinking, oh God, here we go forward again. Then I'm going to ask for a trot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We were a little late there. That was my fault too. Both are, we both made a mistake there. Took me a while to get her into it. But see, she's sneezing there, so she's already letting out a lot of that tension that she keeps bottled up inside of her. And it's mental tension about just wanting to resist, not really taking orders, but, just she comes with that resistance. I got to get to counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, good. Ask for a walk again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she got a little confused there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, now I was late there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I gotta get my timing better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that was better. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's getting better. It's not perfect, but that's okay. She's showing signs of improvement. She's paying attention to what we're doing. Now she's offering. That time she offered to go back into the trot because she's seeing the pattern. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to reward her for that. And she is a cookie monster, so I'm going to give her a cookie. And I want to reward that because she was paying attention to what we were doing. She started to offer me to go into the trot because she started counting, knowing when it was coming. So I got some motivation out of her, which was wonderful because this is a horse that is very hard to motivate sometimes. I'm asking for her to move her front end over right there. She's resisting. I'm just holding. Let go. Ask, release. I'm going to add a little rhythmic motion there. Good. Ask her to back up so she doesn't go over the cone. I'm going to add my leg, take it off. Add my leg. See all that sneezing? That's releasing tension. Good. Now she's getting lighter because I was asking, releasing, asking, releasing. Good girl. So I just gave her something positive to do that didn't give her mindless time to sit here and plot and plan about how she was going to resist doing something. So that's just your little tip for the day of one way to motivate a lazy, dominant horse to be a willing partner. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Bye from Haley and Debbie.